All right, guys, good morning. Early morning here. It's about 7, but usually it's a little bit lighter than this at 7, but it's raining again. So far, 2019 is shaping up to be very similar to 2018. I just checked the rain totals, and we are at 7.5 inches in 2 months of precipitation. 7.5. So we still haven't had a dry spell or a chance for all this saturated ground to dry out. So still wondering if I might be better off not planting soybeans down here and putting it back into corn. The corn did not do so well, corn on corn, but maybe that's what we're going to have to do, because I don't think soybeans are going to do well down in this swampier area. But just some thoughts here. Let's get into today's video. All right, guys, bear with me. We were under a high wind warning, and today was one of the windiest days I can ever remember. I was at work for 8.5 hours today, and in that 8.5 hours, the fire company I belong to got over 20 different pages. They're on one now. I just got home. Probably not going to make my way up to it. I got some things to do here on the farm. One thing I got to check to make sure all these roofs are still on, because there was a report one of the barns near work was ripped off. The barn roof was ripped off because of the wind today. It's calming down now, but it was like 20-25 miles an hour all day long with gusts higher. We didn't lose power. A lot of people did. It went off at work a couple times. So let me finish doing what I have to do. I'll come back. All right, I don't know what you're going to be able to see here, but it looks like everything's okay. This roof is still on. I'm looking at the ends of the barn here. It doesn't look like anything blew out. I'm not kidding. It was windy. There are trees down all over all over the area. I got some pigeons up there. And you didn't really need to watch the radar to know what was happening. The power company has an outage map, and all you had to do was look at the outage map, the people who lost power, and you could see it moving right across the state. And it was pretty rough today. Not today, and probably not tomorrow either. Tomorrow I have to go into work almost an hour early now. I think this is one of those jobs where you don't really have a set schedule. They just want you to live there, but we're trying to make the best of it here. So I'm going to be leaving an extra hour early, and it's still the same length of a work day, so I'll be probably tired tomorrow night. But anyway, one of these days I got to get on the ATV and drive around and look for trees down again, just because I want to try to get them this time of year and get them out of the way. I don't want them laying in the field. I think spring on this place is going to be absolutely crazy for me, trying to get stuff done while working. I don't know how it's all going to work yet. Everything is up in the air. So let me go check down in my shop, make sure everything's okay down there. All right, everything looks good in here. This roof had some nails that had ripped out a while back. I didn't have many screws, so I just put a couple in. It looks like they're holding. That wood is rotten there from the rain constantly leaking there, but it seems like everything held up okay. This is facing north, and the wind is, what is it, coming from the southwest, so southwest is that way, and that way there's a mountain, so it's still going to come over the mountain and drop into the valleys here, but it's not like the flat prairie land where you're totally exposed. So everything looks good here, so should be okay there. All right, so just a couple things today while it's on my mind and I'm thinking about it. Like I say, I don't know how interesting this stuff is going to be for everybody, but it's just part of the vlog here. And I don't mean to be complaining about having to work. I know a lot of guys do. A lot of guys are working and they're farming, even more than I am, but just taking a little while to get used to it. For me, this is probably the workload I have now is probably the most I've ever had with a full-time job. Like I say it 100 times, full-time job, part-time job, the farm, a family, and YouTube. So just till I get used to everything. And like I said, I just started this job in the wintertime now, and in the wintertime I'm not doing any type of farming, so spring might be interesting, but I'm not going to constantly complain on here about it. It is what it is, so we're gonna do it regardless, so we'll just keep chipping away at it one day at a time here. But I'm just not gonna have the free time I used to have to take my time with things. That's the biggest problem. You hear how windy it is. It's winding down. That was pretty well all day. It was just ridiculous today. It's the windiest it's been for, I can't remember an entire day that it was as windy as it was today. Anyway, another thing that was on my mind. A lot of my videos are so dark, I noticed. The past year, they're just all the lighting in the shed and outside, it's just so dark. And it's just the way it's been here with the weather. It's just been so cloudy and gloomy and kind of a miserable year here with all the rain and the cloudy days. You can see now we have some sunshine and it's not too bad in here. But yeah, I was wondering why so many of my videos were in the dark, but it is what it is there also, I guess. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go inside. Excuse me, get something to eat, and have to turn in early. I got to get up pretty darn early tomorrow. So, all right, I'll catch you on the next one.